this is Dan Farisi, Group Director of Content and Editorial, Industrial and Tech at Emerald. So happy to be joined today by my friends from WyreStorm. I'm so happy to be joined by Paul Lee, Vice President, WyreStorm Americas, Jason Nipper, Executive Director of America Sales, and Joseph Gagliardi, Product Manager. Topic of conversation is, of course, InfoComm 2026. It is nearly upon us. Everyone is super excited, and WyreStorm is getting a lot of attention and will certainly be getting a lot of attention in Las Vegas this year at booth C8359. We're going to get into all of it. Again, Paul, Jason, Joseph, thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.
So let's get right into it. And Paul, I'm going to start with you. For those who may not know WyreStorm yet, how would you describe the company today and what you stand for?
Thank you for the question, Dan. I think many of us have heard of WyreStorm in the past, but maybe not understand us that well. And so we're hoping to take this opportunity at InfoComm to essentially clarify what we stand for. WyreStorm at its core is an organization built to solve problems. And we're really focused on improving human-to-human interaction through technology. So a lot of the challenges that people face day to day when working with Pro AV technology to have meetings, we often face a lot of technical challenges in that process. So we focus on identifying what those pain points are and try to come up with a solution that brings the interaction and make the interaction as seamless as possible. So one of the technology that we're presenting is how we bring USB and different video signals like NDI or maybe even HDMI into single hardware so that we can seamlessly bring all these different signal types into one space.
It's really exciting stuff. I know I can't wait to the booth and check it all out. And I'm going to stick with you, Paul, for a minute. We're going to get to Joseph and Jason in just a moment. But WyreStorm has certainly gone through a noticeable transformation, I would say, at least in recent years. I'd like to know, do you agree with that transformation I'm describing? What has changed and what's driving the evolution?
Yes. WyreStorm definitely has gone through a lot of changes over the years. I remember learning about the brand myself a few years back and really thinking of WyreStorm as a great network AV solutions provider. But I think over the recent years, the organization has gone through a tremendous change. And much of it has been really led by our current CEO, George Lau, who had the vision of really globalizing the brand and establishing stronger international presence and really transforming our solution from network AV specialist to what we stand for now as a solutions provider across multiple markets. This year, we'll be presenting our solutions that cater to different vertical markets like courtroom, education, hospitality, and highlighting all the great engineering work that we've done in-house by focusing on different types of technology pieces as well.
You mentioned courtroom, education, technology. What I think that's indicative of, what that kind of illustrates is that you've moved away, as have all of the leading suppliers in the industry, from being just a product manufacturer to really being a solutions provider. I really respect and admire that solutions-focused mindset. Do you want to expand on that a little bit, Paul, or maybe Jason, that solutions mentality that you so clearly have embraced?
Yes, I like to start off by bringing my perspective, and I'd love to have Jason's input as well. So I think it all comes down to really our core mission as an organization. I mentioned that we started as a company that wanted to solve a very real problem our system integration community faces, wanting to find reliable extenders and connectors. And then we wanted to do our best to deliver that solution. Now, over the years, our customer base has evolved. Oftentimes, many of our early adopters of WyreStorm came from residential markets, and now we see a lot more commercial integration companies working with us. So we recognize the shifting of challenges and problems. And in order to serve the customer base the best way possible, we can't just focus on delivering one component. And so we focus on delivering solutions that provide comprehensive interconnected experience. But if we are not able to deliver the complete experience, we really design our products to be as open-ended as possible and be friendly to work with other manufacturers out there. That's sort of the one driving philosophy for WyreStorm. And I think I'd like to hand the Jason, give Jason an opportunity to expand on what that specifically means for one vertical market that he's specializing in.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks, Paul. So we've really shifted from selling just products and SKUs to solving outcomes, getting the problem from the field, from the end user, and working our way back to being really an engineered product that solves problems. In hospitality, customers don't just ask for products or encoders or decoders. They have to have reliable, scalable ways to deliver content across not just dozens, but sometimes hundreds of screens without failure. So we start with the use case, and then we build, solutions, whether it be hardware solutions and control. This simplifies the deployment and really reduces the risk. And one segment that we've really seen growing is, streaming platforms. And with streaming platforms, they're merging with traditional sources. So as that merges, our role is to make that complexity easy to manage and scale.
So Jason, you mentioned starting with the use case, building the solution, and I love that approach for a supplier. What are some of the problems you're solving for customers today that really do set you apart in the AV space? And I have to say, WyreStorm is really setting itself apart from the masses.
Absolutely. That's how we really separate, I think, from our competition is we solve problems. And really it comes down to three things: reliability, scalability, and really simplicity, which is really a key critical factor for us. Our customers cannot have any downtime, especially during major events. So stability in our product for the solution is absolutely critical. At the same time, our customers need systems that can scale from one location to hundreds without really starting over. And we focus heavily on making systems easier to deploy and manage, so integrators and operators aren't dealing with unnecessary complexity.
So last but certainly not least, Joe, let's bring you into the conversation now. I'd love to get a few key innovations or technologies that you're most excited about right now.
Sure, thank you. So USB-C is a big one. Customers want one cable that handles audio, video, USB, charging, especially in those big meeting rooms or classrooms. It keeps the user experience simple, but still allows for more advanced room designs. So we can leverage multi-display setups using MST, and the combination of simplicity and flexibility is what makes it the most valuable. With the rise of cloud-connected platforms, we're really excited about Sigma Cloud Management, which is powered by Excite. It allows us to monitor, update, and provide proactive support to these systems in the wild, rather than having to roll a truck anytime something needs an update. Even if you're not responding to an issue, having that truck roll to update firmware or keep people on the latest and greatest is a cost that integrators are facing. And it makes support faster and gives users a better long-term experience. And then, finally, I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about AV over IP. It just keeps getting more and more interesting. It's no longer just about sending video over a network, and in platforms like Network HD have become these ecosystems for video, audio, USB, multi-view, control, hybrid workflows. It just honestly gives integrators more flexibility in how they design these systems and allows customers to get exactly what they need out of these network-based AV endpoints. And so for WyreStorm, the most exciting innovations are the ones that are making life easier for integrators and create a better user experience at the end of the day.
Joe, let's stick with you for another moment. I'd like to know if someone wants to learn more or experience WyreStorm solutions themselves, what is the best next step for them? How can they engage with everything that we've just talked about, everything we've just learned?
Sure. The best next step is to reach out to one of your WyreStorm representatives or visit our website to find the right solution. And of course, visit us at InfoComm. we can help you walk through the project, recommend right products, support partners with demos, trainings, system design guidance. I'd also like to encourage everyone to check out WyreStorm Academy, especially if they want to learn more about our AV over IP platform. It's a really nice course to get familiar with what Network HD is, and actually now offers CTS credits upon completion. Whether you're looking for a product recommendation or hands-on support or formal training, WyreStorm has resources available to help.
Thank you so much, Paul. Thank you so much, Jason and Joe, for joining me today, giving me some reasons why the industry is so excited about the direction WyreStorm is taking and why it's going to be a hugely impactful InfoComm 2026 for you all. I know booth C8359 is going to be right at the top of my list to check out when I get to Las Vegas. Again, thank you for joining me and being part of this conversation. Can't wait to get to C8359 and see you all there.